What's up, guys? It's KZMA here. I just wanted to come on here and talk about something for a little bit that I feel like is hurting the UFC right now, and that is the inactivity from the champions in the UFC. Champions, I feel like they need to be stripped after 6 months of inactivity. Barring a 5 round war. If you go through like a hard 5 round fight, some of them maybe like similar to Piotr Jan and Marab, you're not just gonna be like, all right, Jan, you got to fucking turn around real quick. It's like, give those guys that went through 5 rounds some grace. Volkanovski Lopez, he went through a 5 round war recently against Lopez, but that was back in April. Volkanovski, this video would apply to Volkanovski if he was actually not like scheduled to fight here, but he's going to fight in January, fight in December. So, we're going to give Volkanovski some grace there. But, these divisions need to move on if these guys won't fight. These kids don't want to fucking fight. These kids, offer them fights, they don't want to fucking fight. That's a terrible Dana White impression, but you get the fucking point. These kids don't want to fight, bro. These kids don't want to fight, and it's like Tom Aspinall, as much as I love him, let me go ahead and pull the Band-Aid off because Tom Aspinall is my boy. Tom Aspinall, fuck Cyril Gane, he's a fucking cheater. But, he has Brown syndrome, he has Down syndrome, he got fucking his eyes gouged out and he can't fight because he can't see. He needs to get surgery. Vacate the belt. We gotta move the heavyweight division on, and you can't see, vacate the title and let the division move on. Ilya Taporia, you got to fucking divorce. All right, come on. Like he gets a first round win, takes minimal amounts of damage. He needs to be fucking stripped. He fought for 3 minutes. Why is he not defending the belt in 4 months after that? You're getting a divorce? All right, vacate the belt and let the division move on. Hamzat fucking lays on Dricus du Plessis for 5 rounds, and apparently he has a broken foot, even though he was out there wrestling and taking down John Jones in Qatar. But Hamzat can't fight because he broke his foot, which I feel like is a load of bullshit. Let me go ahead and find that clip for you guys right now. Yeah, Hamzat needs surgery.
John Jones и Hamzat Chimaev. John Jones и Hamzat Chimaev. Сошли с рукопашной.
Well, he has to have surgery.
Кто кого? О, John повержен.
Yeah, he sure looks injured. Fucking wrestling with John Jones. Oh man, he's super injured. That's a load of shit. Hamzat needs to be stripped. As much as I hate to say it, Tom Aspinall needs to be stripped or vacate, and Ilya Taporia needs to be stripped as well. He fought for 3 minutes, took one solid elbow against Charles Oliveira. And okay, you're getting a divorce, your life's falling apart. I'm sorry, Ilya Taporia. Bad things happen to good people, buddy. But you got to fucking vacate the title and move on so that these fighters can become champions and these divisions can progress and move forward. Like I said, Hamzat fucking lays on Dricus du Plessis for 5 rounds, and the Lion motherfucker goes out there and takes down John Jones. All right, buddy. So yeah, and this would have applied to Volkanovski as much as I love him too. He hadn't fought since April, but it was a 5 round war, and he's planning to return in January here against Diego Lopez. Pereira should get back in there soon. He fought for 80 seconds. And then Jan and Van just fought. So it's like, come on, man. These divisions need to move forward. If a champion has not fought for 6 months, at that point, they're an inactive champion. Get him out of here. Israel Adesanya was fighting 3 times a year. Volkanovski was fighting 3 times a year. I miss the era of these actually active champions. Hamzat Chimaev, inactive as fuck. Ilya Taporia, inactive as fuck. Tom Aspinall, it's not his fault. Fuck Cyril Gane. Like I said, he's a cheating French fuck, and he put his dirty baguette fingers in fucking Tom Aspinall's eyes. But now Tom Aspinall has Down syndrome, and he needs to fucking go get some surgery. So he should vacate the title as well. So these divisions need to move forward. This is a load of nonsense. And the UFC is at its best when the titles are being defended, when divisions are moving, when number 1 contenders are getting the shots, and contenders aren't just fucking rotting on the sidelines waiting for an opportunity at the belt. I don't give a shit about Movsar Evloev, but Lerone Murphy, he should have fought for the title. Arman Tsarukyan should have fought for the title against Ilya Taporia. Now we got freaking Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett for the interim belt. That's ridiculous. Like champions like Hamzat Chimaev and Ilya Taporia are fucking holding the belt hostage, log jamming these divisions, and it's ridiculous. They're treating like the belt like it's not a responsibility. Like they don't have an obligation to the UFC to defend this title frequently. And fans deserve these fights to be going on. We don't need these part-time champions in the sport holding everything up and dealing with their personal shit. And Khamzat Chimaev is not fucking injured. That's a load of shit. He was walking around UFC Qatar just fine. Usually when you have a broken foot, you're not able to wrestle people and just hop around like nothing's wrong with you, you know? So that's about it. I wanted to go a little bit longer. This is a 5-minute video, but shit, that's all I really had to say about the subject. And at this point, I'm just kind of bullshitting and yammering on. But go ahead and like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm right. Let me know what you think. And yeah, that'll be it, bros. Peace out.